Hello everyone and welcome to Hooman's Monster Jam Tour. It is the Arena Series Blue finale. We're invading Grand Forks, North Dakota. Alright, can't wait to see what's going to happen. Starting us off in racing will be Deidre Garner and Miss Overboard. Alright. See what she can do. A very simple racing course here in Grand Forks. And Deidre Garner with a time of a 16.85. Alright, 16.85. That is the time for Deidre Garner in Miss Overboard. Hello there, SM. You're doing good. Alright. Gotta get our next truck out. Alright, and next up we have Carson Williams driving Monster Mutt Rottweiler. See what he can do. Alright, ready to go. Alright, and a time of a 15.21 will put him in the lead. Whoops, 15.21. Oh, I am so excited, SM. Don't have to go to school next week. Which means don't have to go to environmental science. Alright. Alright, now next up we have Fernando Martinez and El Toro Loco. Let's see what he can do. Fernando has taken a huge tumble in points after Tacoma. Really bad showing for him. He needs to make up for it here. Alright, and will take the lead, which will give him a time of a 14.90. Alright. Next up, we have Kristen Anderson and Gravedigger. And your time will be a 15.05, which will put her in second place. Alright, 15.05. Fairly nice score. Not this time to beat, though. Alright. Excited for MJ next week, and I get to go in person, so yeah. Next up, we have Ashley Sanford driving Monster Mutt Dalmatian. We'll be swapping to a different truck next year. Monster Mutt Dalmatian will be going international with Geneva Keller behind the wheel. Ashley Sanford will be staying in arenas. Alright, and a time of a 15.39 for Ashley Sanford. 15.39. Alright, everyone. Next up, we have Chad Tingler and Overboard. See what he can do. Chad has had a very good season. Alright, done very well in racing, and will get a time of a 14.74, which means he is the new leader. 14.74. Alright, everyone. Next up, we have he has an automatic bid into the World Finals. It is Tony Oaks, Thunder Roris. See what Tony can do here. Both Tony and Devin Winfield have automatic bids into the World Finals. They're just going to try their absolute best just to have fun, you know. And he's going to get the back tire across the line, which will make his time a 15.46. Shockingly, not even in the bottom half. I think that is actually the very middle. Alright, and our final racer of the night. Give it up for Devin Winfield in Velociraptor. Let's see what Devin can do. Alright, Devin wants to get that racing win. He will likely win this tour. I mean, after the mistake that Tony made, I think that he basically has it in the bag. Alright, an amazing save right there. We'll get him a time of a 14.71, which means he is your racing winner. Give it up for Devin Winfield and Velociraptor. Alright, Devin will be in the World Finals, as already stated. And I think that he might have just won the tour from that. Alright. Alright, everyone. Congratulations, though, to Devin Winfield for getting the racing win. He's exiting the track right now. Alright, everyone. Now, next driver out, next competition, my bad, will be the two-wheel skills competition. Each driver will have 2 attempts to do their best maneuvers on 2 wheels. You will see a bunch of different moves. You guys will see moonwalk, stoppies, sky wheelie, bicycles, slap wheelies, reverse poppers. What else? I don't know. There's a lot of moves. More than I mentioned, or you guys may see a very first of its kind, brand new move. So, I mean, maybe if you're lucky. Alright, final show of the tour, so all these drivers will be going as hard as they can. Alright, now let me see if Devin Winfield won the tour. Alright, so Devin Winfield has not won the tour. It is still possible if Tony does amazing and Devin does terrible. Alright, so keep that in mind. Now, first driver out for the skills competition is Deidre Garner, Miss Overboard. Alright, nice little slap wheelie. Alright. Pretty good first move. Alright. Alright, nice little reverse pop. We're getting those scores locked in for Deidre Garner. Score to beat. Currently, there is no score to beat because that was the very first run of the night. Guarantee you after the second run, though, we will have a very high score set. So you guys might want to watch out for that. Alright, and the score for Deidre Garner, Miss Overboard, is a 7.738. Alright, 7.738. Now, next up, we have Tony Oaks. Turns out I was wrong. He got second to last. So yeah, let's see what Tony can do. Tony wants to take home this series win. It's going to take a lot. Going to use the bat wing back there to his advantage. Oh! And he's going to make a mistake. Luckily, he already has been to the World Finals, so he doesn't have to worry too much. But, I mean, you guys get those scores locked in for Tony Oaks. Bit of an unlucky move that I think probably just gave Devin Winfield the series win. Alright. And your score is a 4.506. Alright, Deidre Garner still your leader. Next up, though, we have Ashley Stanford and Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Alright. Ashley is not too bad at this competition. Definitely improved over the years. Alright, gonna go for a reverse popper like Deidre Garner did. Alright. Alright, Ashley done with her first move. See what she can get for her second. Alright, going back to the same jump. Same ramp. Alright, get those scores locked in. Score to beat 7.738. Does that deserve the lead? Hello, Sam Ryan. Hope you are doing good. We're just playing Beam and G. Or well, I suppose I'm playing Beam and G and yeah. Alright. Alright, your score for Ashley Sanford, Monster Mutt Dalmatian, is an 8.068, which means she is your new leader. Alright. Next up, fourth driver out, Carson Williams and Monster Mutt Rottweiler. Alright. Carson on the far side of the track. See what he's gonna try. Going for a slap wheelie. Alright, nice right there. Alright, Carson Williams going for his second attempt back to the Batwing. Alright, his reverse seemed to stop working. Go for a nice little reverse popper, though. I'd say that may be the best reverse popper of the night. Definitely up there with Ashley. He's getting a slap wheelie combo. Alright, get those scores locked in for Carson Williams in Monster Mutt Rottweiler. Looks like we're going to see another reverse popper. Your scores locked in chat. Alright. The score for Carson Williams, Monster Mutt Rottweiler, is an 8.121. That means he is your new leader. Alright, 8.121 for Carson Williams. Next up, Kristen Anderson and Gravedigger. Alright, let's line up with the triple log. Alright, did not really get it as good as I think she hoped, so gonna get a nice reverse popper off of it. Alright, nice save for Kristen Anderson. Alright. Gonna go. Alright, nice. Oh, and a slap wheelie for Kristen. Amazing, amazing run. Get those scores locked in. Alright, Kristen with a really nice run. No, she's proud of that. Alright. And your score for Kristen Anderson and Gravedigger is an 8.8 4-6. That means she is your new leader. Alright. Next up, we have Fernando Martinez. You guys have been following this for any amount of time. Fernando has literally only attempted butt kickers at every single show. Alright. Let's see what he can do. Can he get the first butt kicker of the tour? Alright. Not gonna get the butt kicker, but gonna combo it into a nice little reverse popper. Blowing the smoke right there. Alright. Final attempt. Can he get the butt kicker? And he does! Not extremely well. And he's gonna combo it into a wheelie. But he does get it. Finally. Sat it up on the wheels and walked it a little bit forward. Amazing, amazing job. Now, does that take the lead, though? It took him until the final attempt of the final show. And your score is an 8.593. All right, hopefully he does not only do hopefully he does not only attempt butt kickers all of next year. He will be on a tour next year, so yeah. All right, everyone. Next up, we have Chad Tingler in Overboard. All right, Chad Tingler, second to last driver out. He is trying to not get an automatic bid because he can't do that, but trying to get a bid via me into the World Finals. Very nice move. All right, looks like he's good. All right, we're not gonna count that. Not gonna count that. All right, that did not work out how he planned. I do not think, but I think it worked out in some capacity. All right, get those scores locked in for Chad Tingler in Overboard. All right, final skills driver. Oh, you think this tour is going to come to the wire? Next, the Stadium Series Red, the points separating first and second are... on Stadium Series Red, there are 3 points separating first and second. And that is not in... that is, like, genuine. Your score is an 8.135 for Chad Tingler. All right, now next up we have Devin Winfield and Velociraptor. Yeah, 3 points separate the top two. So, Stadium Series Red is going to be amazing on Thursday. Don't remember where they're... Oh, they're going to Los Angeles. Yeah. Alright, Devin Winfield, though, coming out now for his two-wheel skills run. Trying to sweep the show. Swept the show in Albuquerque. Only driver to sweep a show so far. Alright, nice combo. Alright. Gonna walk it all the way. Alright, that is where he sets it down. Alright, Devin Winfield lining up with the triple log. Gonna have the same problem Kristen had. Gonna combo it into a wheelie as well, but now he does get it into a moonwalk. Oh! What? What? That is absolutely fantastic. Devin Winfield with a wild save. Score to be 8.846 from Kristen Anderson. Monster Truck Overdriven Tour came to freestyle wins. That is absolutely wild. Your score's a 9.372, which means he is your two-wheel skills winner. 9.372. That means that he sweeps the first two-thirds of the show. So yeah, let's tally points now. All right. Gonna get drivers ready for freestyle. All right. All right. 75 seconds. Each driver will have 75 seconds to do their absolute best. Let's see what happens. Starting us off, we will have Tony Oaks at Thunder Roars. Get those phones out, though, and go up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. This is the pinnacle of the event. This is Monster Jam Freestyle. All right, Tony Oaks starting out with some huge air across the track. All right, an amazing save right off the bat for Tony Oaks. First freestyle run of the night. Had a pretty terrible showing so far. coming here, trying to make up for that. All right, Tony going pretty nice. And another save. Really nice right there. Huge air. All right, time for likely 1 or 2 more jumps. He's gonna absolutely send it back. All right, huge air. He's gonna combo it into his final jump. I think he tried for a moonwalk and ended up rolling over. Can he save it? Yes, he can. Give it up for Tony Oaks and Thunder Roar. Score to beat. Currently, there is none. So get those scores locked in. Absolutely fabulous run. And your score is a 9.055. 9.055. And that means that is the score to kick off the show. All right, an extremely high score, especially to start out the show. You guys were not meant to see that. But next up, we have Deidre Gardner, Miss Overboard. All right, let's see what Deidre can do. Starting out over the single log. All right, nice sky wheelie. Deidre Garner, last place on the tour. She's just trying to come out here, have fun. All right. So far, so good. Really amazing job so far. Alright, nice sky wheelie. Alright, and we're gonna give her one more hit. Pretty good run. Alright, one of her better runs this season. Not as good as her run in Tacoma, though. Alright, get those scores locked in for Deidre Garner. Miss Overboard. Alright. Score to beat 9.055. Alright, get the scores locked in chat. We're getting our next driver out to the track. Whoops. And your score is an 8.319. Alright, 8.319. That will put her in second place. Next up, we have Ashley Sanford, Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Alright, huge sky wheelie. Ashley's going out. She's trying to have fun. All right, walking it across the track. Nice slap wheelie for Ashley Sanford. All right, nice jump. All right, hitting the wall, or the Batwing. Batwing basically serves as a wall. All right, one more jump for her. Huge sky wheelie to end out the season for her. Do not worry, though. She will be back next year. Driving a different truck, though. Get those scores locked in. We're getting the next driver out to the track. All right, and the score is an 8.414. All right, everyone. Next up, we have Carson Williams and Monster Mutt Rottweiler. All right, Carson going to start out with a nice little jump. All right, going to get a nice little moonwalk. Nice little awareness right there. All right, almost going to go over. Carson, though, he's trying for a really good freestyle run. And you know what, so far, I think Carson has a good shot at being able to place pretty decently. All right, gonna try for another little combo move. All right. Carson so far having a really nice run. All right, 10, 9, 8. Gonna hit the 8-pack in a sideways way. That will get him a very nice walking wheelie. All right, we're gonna let him get one more jump though. What will that be? He's gonna go backwards and he's gonna line it up with the ramp. Huge air across the track for Monster Mutt Rottweiler. Get those scores locked in. Score to beat 9.055. Oh, hello, Dylan Selfridge. All right. And your score is an 8.942. Which will put him in second place. Dylan Selfridge's score really helping. Really helping the score. So yeah. All right, everyone. Next up, we have Fernando Martinez and El Toro Loco. All right, Fernando Martinez. All right, starting off with some very nice tool technicality. Huge air. All right, and another really nice save right there. Hello, Romeo. Nice new profile picture. All right, looks like Fernando Martinez is going to line up with the 8-pack. All right, and a final hit, which will get him into a nice moonwalk. Congratulations, very nice run for Fernando Martinez. My God, get those scores locked in. All right. Plus 9 point. And the score is a 9.358. You're good, RDN. Score, I don't know if... All right, 9.358. That is your new leader. Who is next? All right, that's who. Overboard. What in the world? There. Next we have 3 trucks left. All right, next up we have Chad Tingler in Overboard. Do you know, RDN, Jamie Sullivan made it. So, I mean, that's something. Also, Ashley will likely not be eliminated. She'll probably get at least LCQ. Do not worry. You will have friends, just not all of them. Alright. Chad Tingler. Speaking of getting into the World Finals, Chad Tingler trying to do it. Currently third on the series. And Chad is over. Well, that's not going to be good for him. Get your scores locked in. All right, 2 drivers left. All right, and your score is a 7.415. All right. Now, next up, we have Kristen Anderson and Gravedigger. All right, nice slap wheelie. Oh! Oh, Kristen! Kristen almost going over. All right. Kristen has had a pretty tough time, but today she's had a really good showing. Not winning, but getting second in racing, or second in skills, and fourth in racing, which is second place overall. Hoping to get to 300 at least by the end of the year, potentially by the end of the month. So, yeah. I'm going to record a commentary immediately after the stream, so yeah. Alright, and final jump for Kristen Anderson. Oh! Oh, can she save it? And she's ending on the lid. Alright, get those scores locked in. Really good run, though. Alright. Now, we do have one driver left. So, Romeo, we've already had... So, we have one backflip for Feld drivers and one backflip for independent drivers. That's how my shows work. Because that way it balances, like, Feld and independent drivers a bit more. Alright. Just because you said surprisingly no scores with 6-7, this is going to have a 6-7 in it. I'm calling it. Alright, it doesn't. 8.893. .893. That is the score for Kristen Anderson. Alright, final driver of the night, though. Alright, final driver out. Devin Winfield, Velociraptor. Final freestyle on the entire tour. Alright. Devin will not be back next season. He is retiring. So this is his final show just as a regular driver. Of course, final show will be the World Finals, though. We'll be debuting a new scheme that the next Velociraptor driver will drive next year. No spoilers, though. Actually, we'll have 2 Velociraptors next year. Not gonna spoil anything, but... I mean, it's gonna be a really cool season next year. right, Devin Winfield trying to take the lead away. He's trying to sweep the show. He won racing and skills. Devin now trying to win freestyle. All right, nice save right there. You can make the Velociraptor paint, RDN. Alright. So, Velociraptor will have a special scheme for the World Finals made by RDN, it looks like, currently. Alright. I will say there will not be a new series next year. We'll still have 2 Arena Series, 2 Stadium Series, Independent Series, and then International Series. But Stadium Series will have 14 drivers as opposed to 12. So, see that. Devin Winfield, though, final jump right there. Nice save. Get those scores locked in. All right, green and red sounds cool. So just, I don't know, just do that. So, yeah. Do whatever you want. I do have a scheme picked out for next season to have driver drive it. All right. All right, final freestyle run of the entire series. But now we're gonna just look for something to do. What truck looks good? Could do that. Could do that, of course. Yes, yes, yes. Do that. I think I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna do that. All right. All right. 8.756 plus 9.046 plus 8.700. Your score is a 9.060. That will put him in second place, which means your freestyle winner is Fernando Martinez, El Toro Loco, preventing the Devin Winfield clean sweep. All right, Thursday, though, we'll have a huge show. Now, for our encore, though, we have Blue Thunder. Let me think of who's driving it. Who is driving this? Built Ford Tough Blue Thunder, driven by Lindsey Wank. All right. Who won the series? I'll tell you afterwards. After the encore, I'll tell you who won the series. I'll tell you everything there is to know. All right. Todd LeDuc, alright, there's a specific reason I'm not choosing Todd LeDuc for this, alright? So, might want to watch the World Finals to know, but... Just gonna say, I have 3 encores planned. One for the first night after racing, or after qualifying in LCQ, and then one after racing and skills, and then one after freestyle and high jump. And gonna get a forward momentum backflip, Lindsey Wank. Congratulations. All right. Now your series winner, let me just do some quick math. All right. Your series winner with 128 points is Devin Winfield and Velociraptor. Congratulations. All right. He did amazing. Now, Devin and Tony will be at the World Finals. Really excited to see them there. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. Trying to think what else. This Thursday, we'll have a 12 truck show. So yeah, or 12 truck stadium show in Los Angeles. Gonna be using the track from this year. First and second place are separated by 3 points, so it's gonna be a really close showing in Los Angeles. Congratulations to Devin Winfield for winning the series. And I hope you all enjoyed this as much as I did. Bye.